to. Enormous thanks to Miss Erica Derrickson for birthing AGA out of her brain hole a year ago. Otherwise known, I guess, as her ear. Yeah. Girl knows how to throw a party, am I right? You guys are all wooing, I'm digging this. I personally love, meeting new people, being amongst the energy in the room, and I seriously think it's awesome when you get spat on by new friends, and I feel like it's kind of like an unknown networking initiation, They're like, oh, you want to be an actor? Okay, let's see if you got it. Okay, you're ready. Go ahead. Network. You network. We think you're ready. Go ahead. That's good. There goes another one, Bob. Next. Seriously, have you ever paid attention to the amount of spitballs that you're showered with at these things? Well, I guess spit wouldn't really fit. That rhymes. Because that would mean that somebody borderline hawks a loogie in your face. I guess geese would be better because geese is when their saliva is so pumped up by the conversation that it has to Cirque du Soleil leap out of their mouth onto your face, which is nice. It's one of those times, it's that fight or flight moment in your life where you have to decide if you're completely grossed out and want to make them feel like an asshole, oh no, I had no idea that you had not did. Hold on a second. Is that your spit? You're fucking disgusting. Or you can be like a normal person and just numb half of your face that the spit lands on and just kind of wait till they turn around and wipe it away, You're like, oh no, an audition, that's great. No, seriously, I'm really happy for you. That's good. Is that her right there? No, weird. Must have been something in my eye. Maybe your saliva. Maybe that's what it was. I was on set a few weeks ago talking to a friend when 3 of his spitballs catapult launched onto my lips. Whole other beast. The thing is that I could see it happening in slow motion, but I could do absolutely nothing to stop it. I was like, oh shit! Seriously, dude? I can't move my lips, I can't close them, I'll be forced to smush them together and look like I applied some lip smackers while I think of your spit. It's gross. I didn't know what to do, so I just sat there kind of frozen, and apparently there was some type of a smell involved, because I was just like, oh no, really? An audition? That's great. I'm so happy for you. I am. Thank God somebody interrupted so I could go run to the bathroom, wait in line for 30 minutes with dry, arid desert as a mouth, and then finally wipe it off. Now, aside from that, I love being on set. The magic of it all. I could go on about that forever. But I do have to say, the background characters could be a show in and of itself. Am I right? It would be called, I've really worked really hard on this, ready? Resetting. Yep. So let's see, we've got different characters, right? We have the Virgin. Oh, she's adorable. It is her first time on set, and she is convinced that she is going to be picked out of this crowd of 800, you're going to look at me and say, move over, Jennifer Lawrence. Me and my inflatable, faceless torso husband and I are going places. Right, Hank? Hank, get your head in the game! This could be our big moment. We could be in Twilight 7. Or, on the boring side, you've got the sleeper. Oh, we've all seen him. He's the guy who's so exhausted from his 3 other jobs that he just has to take a cab nap for the next, 10 hours. Head all the way back, yet somehow not, and miraculously not audibly snoring. See, I've always favored the head hang forward. I felt like it was more passable on screen, but to each his own. Now, some days it's really good to sit next to this guy. If you've got a script to study or a monologue or an audition you're working for, go to him, gravitate to him, and let him enjoy his sweet slumber. Now, let's see, who do we have next? The seasoned vet. The seasoned vet is like the Yoda of backgrounders. You want to sit next to these set elders. Seriously, this is not their first time at the rodeo. They have everything they could possibly need. Band-aids, newspapers, magazines, Sudoku crosswords, you name it. They've got wardrobe options up the ass in their wheelie suitcase, and if they're exceptionally smart, they have this compartment vest that you see on Ellen that can like hold an iPad and a cup of coffee hands-free. They don't fuck around. Union, non-union, you got questions, they got answers. Now, union or non-union, answers, yes, thank you. Now let's take a tangent trip, shall we, to the wonderful world of craft services. Everybody's most favorite place in the world. Did you see that spit just come out? I just am the worst person. Yeah, it's like the Disney World of sex. Somehow, the crafty magicians have ESP and know exactly what you're craving on an hourly basis. You'll be sitting down, and you're like, oh God, you know what I was really craving that I didn't see an hour ago? Snickers and pickles, yes! How did you know? That's so brilliant. You're right there. Now, sadly for me, I was on the set of The Heat for 2 weeks. Thank you. No, that's not the sad part. I had no idea that crafty even existed. Yeah, I know, buzzkill, right? So, Kate, Sandy's stand-in, would come up to me and go, Tippy Tough, do you know what crafty is? And then I'd say, this is my first time on set. Crap, did she already tell me who crafty was? Is it a guy? Is it a girl? I think it might be a guy. Sounds like a guy's last name. I'm sorry, I don't know who it is. And so she would keep saying to me, Tiffy, do you know where crafty is? I said, no, I don't. I said, I'm sorry, I have no idea who crafty is. I see the look on her face of shock, and then the instant sadness that I had no idea what it was for 2 weeks. I had no idea that there's a snack table all day. I'm great at snacking. If there was a career in snacking, I would kill it. I had no idea what to do when I saw this wall-to-wall heaven of treats. Incidentally, I also gained a lot of weight that summer. Went from yellow tape to craft services every time they called for tea. So there's that. Which brings me to our next accomplice. She is phenomenal. The Hoarder. Do you know the Hoarder? She's amazing. You want to sit next to her. She knows every blessed thing on the crafty menu and its exact location. She's like, okay, so, there's the U shape or the horseshoe or the lowercase n, whichever you like. On the left, we have all of your breads, your grains, your muffins, that kind of stuff. When you go to the middle, we have more of your raw foods. Your nuts, your dried cranberries, your veggies, your fruits. And then on the right is just stuff that nobody should ever eat, sticks to all your organs, no nutritional value at all, but it kind of looks like you're going to be going over there. Yes, I will have all the Laffy Taffy. I'll settle for green apple, but if they have cherry, I was really hoping cherry. Do they have a vat of cherry? Because that's kind of where I'm going. She even knows all the secret stuff on the truck because she has it stashed in her tote bag. She reads crafty early in the morning so she doesn't have to move unless she has to pee. She's brilliant. You're not going hungry today. Now let's see, who else do we have? The Shusher. Oh, they're my favorite. You gotta love them, right? They're the equivalent to your school-aged brown-noser. You say jump, they say how high, and shush everyone for you. Shh, shh, shh. Give you the mother look. Yeah. Some of you are probably shushers yourself and you're sitting there going, well, yes, it is downright disrespectful to be talking when people are making movie magic, okay? You're in the zone, you are breaking character, you just shouldn't be on set. Listen, I get it. I completely understand where you're coming from. And some of you are like me, it would totally shush people if you had the balls to do it, right? I just don't have the balls to do it and I don't want to piss people off. Plus, this just in, the shushing still goes on the mic. Every single time I hear that during a take, I fake laugh to myself and then go back to my fake conversation like a normal person. The joys of pantomiming! Bet you never thought that you would master the silent clap, fist bump, wrist walk, arm flail, email or fake conversations for a living, did you? Did you ever sit back and, as an 8-year-old and say, oh, you know what I want to do? I want to fake be a human being. That's what I want to do today. I just want to fake it. I don't really want to talk. I just want to fake it. Ever make a loud noise on set when you're supposed to be pantomiming? Like the chair squeaks right over the conversation and dialogue so that you can swear you can feel the evil eye from everybody in the room? Here we go. I'll do you one better. Have you ever had to fart when they're taking room tone and holding it in just doesn't seem like an option? It's horrible. You're sitting there like, oh my God. Do I go for the SVD and blame it on somebody else? Do I just suck it up, hold it in, and make sure it doesn't squeak right out, sweat it out? Or do I just do it, handle it like a champ? That's never any dialogue in my head on set. Never. It isn't. Just so you know, it's not. So you gotta fart on set. I'm the type of person that I nervous fart all the time. Everybody, just so you know, just met. I fart when I get nervous. It's a thing. Did it right now? No, I didn't. I like to scope out the situation to see if there's anybody that I can blame it on, right? So I'm like, oh, wow, you are further back than I would have expected. See, because if I let it go, it's going to hit him, her, and him, so they'll know it's me. That's not going to... Oh, hi! You look like you haven't showered in days. That's good. Oh, you already let it rip. This is good. This is good and bad. This is a good and a bad spot. Ooh, I'm sorry to some of the men out there. This might be a little bit much, but you have to learn. Women fart. Yeah, and we shit, contrary to popular belief. We do. Yeah, we're actually kind of like professionally trained athletes at it. If there was an Olympics, it would be the on-set porta potty. Because we master some type of matrix flexibility strength and perform this one-woman show. All right, scope out the sitch. Plenty of TP, check. Paper towels, check. Soap, check. No wet floor, check. Now this is very important, especially if you're wearing wardrobe clothes. Long dresses get wrapped around the torso, tucked under the chin. Now, again, with an unknown strength, we gasp for fresh air. Go in and drop it like it's hot whilst touching nothing. And dispose. And that's how women shit. Thank you. Ladies, do you ever get next to the guy who has a never-ending pee and you're wondering when he's going to be finished so you can start your business? It always seems to start out with this overly dramatic sigh. You ever know that? It's like, what the hell is that? Guys, does the sigh start the pee from coming out? Is that the preamble to a urinary dispensary? I don't get it. I don't get it. Because as women, it's like we didn't even exist in the bathroom. If there was spray in the porta potty, we would. Now, then we have to perform what I like to call the porta potty dance, when you're trying to pump down the last piece of toilet paper while also trying to wash your hands, but you know that everybody in the porta potty row can feel it going up and down and knows how much you're pumping, and you don't want to come out at the wrong time because then they'll be like, oh, it was you, and you'll be known as the shitter on set. No one wants to be known as the shitter. Speaking of nervous farts, casting directors, am I right? What is it about these completely lovely, normal human beings that make our mouth diarrhea spurt out of control and ruin our chances of ever working in this town again? Yeah, what is it? Is there an outbreak of cotton mouth? Sweaty palms much? Do they realize that you're seconds away from self-combusting and puking on their shoes? Have you ever had a moment with the casting director where you completely fuck it up and you can't do anything to get better and you keep making it much worse? Yeah. Thank you. I was afraid that I was going to be the only one and there was going to be crickets, and I was just like, oh, let me tell you my story if you like. So I have this great story where that's exactly what happened, okay? So would you like to hear it? Okay, alright. So I'm taking the second to last class with one of Boston's famous casting directors who shall remain nameless for this story. And I can't make it to the last one because I have to do some standardized patient work. So just to kind of explain that to you, standardized patient work is when you act as a patient for medical students. You have an ailment, they have to interview you, diagnose it, and then you give them feedback on their interview and just make awesome doctors. Really cool job. Anyway, I digress. So, I go up to nameless casting director and I say, hey, thank you so much for a great class. I really learned a lot. And then, for a split second, I thought this was a clever idea. I said, unfortunately, I can't make it next Thursday because I'm scheduled to have some pretty painful bout of raging anal gonorrhea from 5 to 8, and I can't get it covered. I see the look of horror / it's kind of funny / oh my god, is she serious? Does she really have anal gonorrhea on her face? Shit, Tiffany, recover! Turns out that not many people want to play anal gonorrhea next Thursday. Stop saying that word, oh my god. And they thought I would be a perfect fit, no pun intended. Oh my god, red alert, abort, 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 stop talking, stop talking. Quick recovery. Have you heard of standardized patient work before? No. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, I think that's good because at least I'm memorable, right? She'll be like, Tiffany Crosby, raging anal gonorrhea. Tiffany Crosby, raging anal gonorrhea. I hope there's a good product for anal gonorrhea out there because I would sell the shit out of it. No pun intended, but that goes. And that's it, no. Like, is it me or is auditioning terrifying? Anybody else? Absolutely terrifying. I guess, we just have to suck it up, right? Because we're dreamers and artists, and we're always auditioning. When we're at these things, when we're posting online, when we're doing background work, when we're on set of the gig we booked because we're awesome. And obviously when we're auditioning. It takes huge balls and gigantic ovaries to do what you love and put your heart on the line each and every day. But the fact that you do makes you a fucking hero, man. When that fear creeps in that we all know so well, say fuck it and let your heart throw up on whatever it is that's in your way that's scaring you. That script, that scene, that film, that web series, that email, that stand-up set. Life is so much better if you spend it doing what you love and taking that risk and saying fuck it to fear. Take the leap. Leap because you love it. Leap because there's something inside of you that's starting to ignite and you want to share it with people. To quote Miss Erica Derrickson's motto, make it happen! Thank you, Hollywoodies!
Give it up for Tiffany Crosby, ladies and gentlemen. Tiffany Crosby. Right? Man, isn't it awesome to have one of our own get up here and rip the comedy microphone? I mean, that's awesome. One thing because I'm also not an actor, full disclosure. No boos, please. Thank you. But you kept it on topic. It was awesome. And also, I'm one of those guys that still doesn't believe that you guys take shits. It's just not a thing. I just don't, girls don't poop. At any rate, Tiffany Crosby, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Moving on along. Are you guys having